Hey guys, good afternoon. Came on to pull a couple cards, get some advice for the day, see what kind of messages we get from the divine. Got some Palo Santo, cleaning up the air in here. Still pretty warm here, but it has cooled down a little bit. So first we're gonna see who the reading's gonna be for, and then we're gonna see what's up. So, hope everybody's been enjoying the heat, getting outside in the sun, getting in touch with nature, possibly grounding, getting in the water, right? Just getting a little, soaking up the summer while we can, right? Because it's not going to be around forever. Okay, let's see who we're going to get. Ooh. Is it you? Let's see. Well, if one doesn't come out, I guess it's going to be you. We got one stuck to the table. Oh. We got Cancer. What's this one? Aries. So, it's going to be a Cancer reading, because I basically pulled that one first. We got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is like about depression, about feeling like you've missed something. Even though it's like it appears that the divine is handing you a gift, right? But you can't see that gift. It's like you can't see what's in front of you because you're so focused on what's behind you, right? So let's pull some of these, what's the news cards, and see what else we can find out about this. Okay. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. Nothing for Cancer? Come on. Oh, that's too many. We got reading up, doing the research, learning more, gaining insight. Okay, tell me more. Oh. That's too many. Okay, tell me more about this for Cancer energies. Sipping. Nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping. Uh-oh. I don't know. It's starting to look like there's somebody in your energy that's talking about you behind your back. Who is this person and what is their deal? And then we got spilling the beans. Revealing secrets, cast out of the bag, untrustworthy. All right, one more. Long haul. Okay. Okay, we've got reading up. Doing the research, learning more, gaining insight, sipping, nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping, followed directly by spilling the beans, revealing secrets, cats out of the bag, untrustworthy, and then long haul, in it to win it, long-term intentions invested. Let me pull some cards on this. Some tarot. But it looks like there was someone that was in your business trying to find some dirt on you. Not sure why. But this person is now spreading whatever it is that they've discovered. For some reason, they feel like this is going to put them in a winning type of position. Let's see. Okay, tell me about reading up. Oh. We got Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, which is like, I love the Queen of Cups. She's so kind, nurturing, generous, very sweet-hearted person, right? Then we got the Knight of Cups, which is usually someone that's coming in with an emotional offer, like having to do with love. A knight that actually cares, that, you know, kind of like a lover boy type situation, right? Then we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is about teamwork and collaboration. So it looks like the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups were in this team. But for some reason, we got the Fool here. So it looks to me like this sounds like a third party, because we've got three people here in this teamwork card, and we've got this Fool. So, like, we basically got three people on both sides, because we've got the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and then the Fool. So, I'm not sure how this plays out in your scenario. 2 women, 1 man, 2 man, 1 woman. Everybody the same gender. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, because that's not, tarot doesn't focus on gender, right? So, it looks like there's 3 people here that were unable to work together. I think the goal was to work together, but because of all the emotions that the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups have for each other, working together with this Fool is impossible. It's not going to work, right? Let's get some information. I'm going to pull them on sipping and spilling the beans together, just because there's such a similar energy, just about like secrets and gossip. And there we go. We've got the Knight of Swords and the 7 of Wands. So it looks like this is someone that kind of rushes in and out, an ambitious person, a person they're trying to create a moment, right? Basically by either lying on you or telling your secrets. Now, this person is in a very defensive energy. So for me, that means they have a lot of secrets that they're worried about getting spilled. So a lot of people, they don't really realize they're doing it, but they're doing exactly what they're trying to hide, right? So just like when a guy is like constantly accusing you of cheating, right? But you're not cheating, usually he is, right? So we've got this person revealing secrets, spreading rumors and gossiping, right? Because they have secrets that they don't want to get out. They're very defensive. And I guess some people look at it like this. If I'm talking about you, then we can't talk about me, right? So let's see what this long haul is about. Tell me about the long haul. I just want to thank all my assistants on the other side. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, gods and goddesses. Thank you for supporting me, sending me messages, and helping me with the readings every day. So for long haul, we've got the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. So it looks like this person is very stressed. And you know what? After seeing Spilling the Beans and sipping, this image just makes so much sense, right? Because you can think of all these swords as lies or gossip or secrets that have been revealed. So now this person is stressed out, and it's keeping them up at night that they've done this to the abundant lady, right? To the independent woman. This is someone that handles all their business on their own. They're comfortable. I like to call her fancy. You know what I mean? She's at peace. The bird is giving her messages. She's truly in a relaxed state, right? But now this person, this gossiper, they're stressed. I think they're stressed about this abundant lady or abundant man, whatever it is you want to call it, finding out about them spilling the beans on something. I have to find out more. Oh. I have to find out more about this. Tell me more about the abundant lady. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. We've got chained, codependency, unhealthy attachment, third parties, haters, lesson learned, karmics, and machismo, masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. So I feel like in this scenario, this abundant lady, this is the way she is viewing this person. I feel like you're already hip to what they're doing. You already know who they are, and you may have even separated yourself from this person because you're seeing them as a karmic, right? And possibly existing in this energy. And that might be what turned you off from being next to them because like I talked about earlier, there were 3 in this party. There was the Queen of Cups, which is you, the Knight of Cups, which is whoever that person is, and the Fool. So we've got 3 in this party, which means obviously there's third parties. This literally says third parties. And then we've got codependency, unhealthy attachments. So it looks like there was an unhealthy attachment in this scenario. And that's kind of what ruined this. I don't know if this is about a friendship because it could easily be, you and a friend that do have love for each other because not all love is like sexual love. It could just be platonic love. And then you have a third party that's kind of ruining this friendship, right? And we've got this person, like every time I pull this card, I say the same thing because this just reminds me like of a person who's acting, right? A person who doesn't feel like they can rest within their masculinity. It's like kind of like their masculinity has to be a performance for everyone, right? They have to show it to people. They have to show how strong they are, how aggressive they are, how powerful they are. You know what I mean? It's an act. Usually it has a lot to do with insecurity. So we've got this karmic that has unhealthy attachments, toxic. He's a hater clearly, he or she. They're a hater clearly because they're gossiping behind your back and maybe even telling your secrets. You have to be very cautious with this person. I'm not sure who this person is. They're showing up. We've got Knight of Cups and the Fool. So we've got Aquarius energy. We've got Libra, Scorpio, and then water signs. We got Cancer and Pisces. So, I mean, that might help out a bit. Let's see if we can find out anything else about this person. Okay, tell me about this machismo. Okay. Okay, so it looks like this machista is a King of Cups that's just planning. They're hard at work. They still believe that this is going to work out. They still believe that their investment in you is going to return. So I don't know if you already left this person in the past or if you're considering leaving them in the past, but they don't see it that way. They're in this for the long haul. They don't plan on stepping away. So this person might be coming to you, which is so weird. These energies are so different, right? We got the King of Cups energy, which is basically someone who's like the opposite of machismo. So this could be a person that's very two-faced and not trying to hate on you guys. This might have something to do with Gemini energy. That just reminds me of their symbol. But it looks like we have somebody that's a bit two-faced here. They have unhealthy attachments to karmics on this side, right? And so to exist and be comfortable within that dynamic, they have to be in this machismo energy, right? They have to embody this toxic masculinity to be able to interact and basically control these karmics and these unhealthy attachments that they have. They have to be in this energy when they deal with these people, right? But then they have to embody more of a King of Cups energy when they're dealing with the Queen of Cups, right? Because the Queen of Cups isn't having that. Like, you cannot treat a gentle, caring, generous, sweet, humble person like this. So what do you have to do? You change everything about you, right? So this is where you're not being true to yourself. If I'm talking to you or if I'm talking to your partner, you're seeing these elements. You're seeing the flip-flop, because the longer that you're with someone, the more they're going to reveal about themselves. So sometimes just hang in, because it'll show you. So, like, maybe they approached you in this energy, very sweet, very kind, but then in the background, and maybe with others, they're seen this way. Now, I understand this can be a very, very difficult situation, because everything that you're seeing from this person is kindness, generosity, sweetness, right? But then when they disappear, as knights usually do, because knights kind of come in and out, right? A knight goes into battle, comes home, goes out, comes home. So the problem is, this sweet person, as soon as they walk away from you, they turn into this karmic. They turn into this person. So then over here, they're existing in a different type of energy. And so I got to imagine that for this person, that's very difficult too. Because you're basically living in an act, pushing and pulling all day long, depending on who you're dealing with and what the scenarios are here. I mean, let's get some advice, because I don't have any off the top of my head, honestly, because this is very complicated. Okay, what should the Queen of Cups energy do in this scenario here? Queen of Cups. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. That's too many. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. So for the Queen of Cups, I've got Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. So it looks like for you, these are both yes cards. For you, things are looking good. Your money's going to be looking better. You might be getting some money coming in from an inheritance, or you might be getting a new job or some type of partnership that might be bringing some money in for you. But you got that pentacle here. That's talking about you continuously making money. So not only are you the Queen of Cups, but you're also the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a very kind, sweet, generous person that takes care of her home and makes money. And is going to bring in this generational wealth. This is what's in the future for you. You're kind, you're honest, you're generous. All those things are going to return to you from the universe. Now let's find out about this other energy. Okay, tell me about this Knight of Cups energy. We got a Tower. We got a Tower card for you, honey. So, unfortunately, if you're the one that's this Knight of Cups, it looks like there's a Tower that's going to be coming in that's going to shake up your foundation a bit. It looks like, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of too much pride here. It looks like there's going to be an intense and sudden change. That's what's next for you. So for this Knight of Cups, I just want to tell you, you got to be careful. Anytime you're putting out this type of negativity, spreading gossip, and then basically this is like spell work. When you're lying about people, you're creating fake scenarios, right? That's spell work. Using your mouth to create fake scenarios, spell work, right? spreading secrets, things that you promised not to tell. Spell work, right? So when you're doing these negative things and you're putting this energy out into the world, you have to expect that this tower is going to come back and hit you. And it looks like that's where you're at now. All I can say is pray to the divine, to God, talk to your ancestors, ask for guidance. That's always going to help. Try to clear your energy, get outside, get some fresh air, get by the trees and the sun, and try to get some positive energy in you. Okay, I love y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Enjoy the rest of Cancer season, Cancerians, and I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to jump on a live later on tonight. All right, hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Bye.